Hello, my name is Maya K. Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about some teen mom drama, specifically Ryan and Mackenzie Edwards, and basically how her whole life is falling apart. So let's get into it. Mackenzie and Ryan's marriage has been on rocky terms for a while now, him accusing her of cheating on a couple of Instagram posts, him harassing and stalking her, and Ryan is back on drugs. When he's ever really been off drugs, we will never know. But he has started getting arrested, by the first arrest being in February for possession of drug paraphernalia of a controlled substance, harassment, and violating a protection order. And violating the protection order and harassment came from him harassing Mackenzie, and she had decided to get a protection order put on him, and that's also where the violation protection order charge came from. The second time he got arrested, he got charged with stalking and violating protection order. After both of those arrests, he finally had his court date, I believe March 14th, and the judge sentenced him to 11 months and 21 days probation. He is also required to wear a GPS monitor that Mackenzie has knowing of where he is, so if he's close to her, she can call the police. He's also not allowed to contact Mackenzie unless it's allowed by the court, which is for the kids because they have 2 children. He is also not allowed to talk about her on social media because he was harassing her on social media on like all her Instagram posts and stuff like that. And lastly, he was also sentenced to inpatient rehab. And of course, Jen and Larry right there by his side in the courtroom. And you'd think I would be done here, but I'm not. And on February 10th, right before Ryan went to inpatient rehab, he completely destroyed him and Mackenzie's house, except his belongings. He wasn't even allowed out the house unless he was getting his personal belongings, so I guess while he was there, he decided to destroy the house. He tipped over the fridge, had written all over the walls and appliances and permanent marker, and had a loaded AK-47 rifle on the counter. He also punched a lot of holes on the wall and had wrote on the walls about Mackenzie cheating on him. There was glass all over the floor, broken wedding pictures, more writing, spray paint everywhere. Power was off, and it was also cold in the house, so it seemed like no one had been living there, or he had purposely turned it off to harm Mackenzie. And lastly, and the worst part in my opinion, the house had a smell of fecal matter, but there's none found. I guess that's not the worst part, but that's kind of like the part that makes you sigh and like wonder where was the smell coming from. But overall, everything was terrible. Article is from the Ashley, and I will link it in the description below if you are interested in reading more about it. And the articles with all his other arrests and anything that I can find on this situation. It's all really a sad situation, and I know this is just a cycle for Ryan, except it gets worse and worse every single time. And something I think Jen and Larry need to acknowledge is that it's just not the drug or whoever he's with is the problem, because they thought Macy was the problem. They still think Macy is the problem. And now Mackenzie's gonna be the problem. Is it Mackenzie or Mackenzie? Like, I think it's Mackenzie, but it could be Mackenzie, but I think it's just Mackenzie spelled different. But anyways, that's not my point. My point is that Ryan has some real underlying issues outside of his drug habit, outside of Jen and Larry, outside of Mackenzie, outside of Macy, just within himself. I think he needs to get help with. He'll never get help with, and part of that reason is because of Jen and Larry. They always have some type of explanation for what Ryan does, or some type of excuse, and like it's always everyone else's fault. And at the end of the day, at Ryan's big age, I think it's like 35. He could be a little younger, but how the hell am I supposed to tell? I mean, y'all see the mugshot, like because he's aging bad, but it's like I feel like he shouldn't look that old. But you know, some people just age much faster than others, but that's not the point here in this case. This is about his bad behavior. Overall, I feel bad for Mackenzie and their kids, only because the kids didn't do anything to deserve a father like Ryan, and I also don't think Mackenzie did anything to deserve what she got. Even though I don't like her, I still don't think anyone should be treated the way she's being treated or she's previously been treated. But hopefully it will get better soon, but I highly doubt that, because also MTV is filming with Ryan this season the show. I think it's Teenmom, the next chapter. I'm not sure whether it's the next chapter or the new chapter, but it doesn't really matter because who's really gonna watch it? Not me. But if you do watch it and you did watch it last season, let me know how it was to let me know if you want me to review it or if you don't want me to. Now that I mentioned that, it's kind of sad that they are gonna film him and just like get whatever drama they can get for the little show that they have going on, only because his kids are gonna see this one day, and Bentley is old enough to see it, and I just don't think it's fair to him to have his dad embarrass him and basically be an addict on TV for everyone to watch and for everyone to have an opinion on. So even if I wanted to get better, I highly doubt it is at this point, because Ryan will never hit rock bottom because of Jen and Larry, and MTV wants their views. So tell me what you think in the comments, and whether you agree, disagree, like, comment, subscribe if you want, and bye.